Kimwarer Dam.
Yes.
I think that question on what
do we need to fix?
Yeah, what problem do we need to fix, and does it really need a constitutional amendment or a referendum to have that problem fixed? I think the key problems that we are facing as a country is weak institutions. If we did have or strengthened the current institutions that we do have, we would not need to have
Are they really weak institutions or weak individuals?
Weak institutions are contributed or rather developed by weak leadership within this kind of institutions. So when I say weak institutions, what we need to do is strengthen our institutions, have the right leaders at the helm of these institutions.
That's it.
Leaders who are picked on the basis of meritocracy rather than political alignments, political statements, and tribal alignments.
Look at DCI.
Second,
Look at the difference between then and now. Look at DPP's office. Look at the difference
between then and now.
One may
It's
argue that
leadership.
this is all drama and brouhaha, but I tell you, there is difference when the leadership is right.
Different.
Okay.
And let me just continue. The other issue that needs fixing in this country, because most of the initiatives are addressing resource allocation, what percentages we should get, simply fight corruption. The moment you fight corruption, we will not even be having a debate of whether county governments should be getting 45% or 15%. County governments will be able to sustain themselves with the 15% that they do have, because they can account for the funds that they have been allocated. They can use the accounts they have been the funds that they have been allocated efficiently and sufficiently and deliver their functions without necessarily needing more money. Third, the other thing that needs to be solved in this country that doesn't even need a constitutional amendment is enhancing constitutionalism and the rule of law. Most of the challenges and problems we are facing right now, power wrangles and struggles that now we are trying to solve through the constitution, are issues that can be fixed by just obeying and, entrenching constitutionalism. For instance, the biggest challenge we are having with power struggles between Senate and National Assembly or county governments and the national government are contributed by the pure disregard of court orders and court rulings, because we have a judiciary whose role is to interpret the law. The judiciary interprets the law, but we have institutions or arms of government that are not willing to follow court orders. We would not be going to a referendum to fix some of these questions if we only followed the rule of law. And finally, inclusivity will be solved, especially at the electoral and even appointive seats, can be solved by merely strengthening the election system and IEBC, ensuring that there are free and fair elections. If we did have free and fair elections, we would not have the need for having a prime minister and 2 deputy prime ministers, just so that we can have a tribal balance within the democratic and the leadership space. All we would do is hold credible and free and fair elections, and the country would say, indeed, this is the person who has been validly elected as president, and we don't need another prime minister from an opposing tribe and 2 deputy prime ministers from 2 other tribes to balance out and make the country peaceful.
Well captured. I want us now to move on to the Kimwarer Dam, and